Hello guys, and welcome to another Shogun 2 online battle for Fall of the Samurai. This is going to be played on Daisetsan Basin, myself against Soja Boy, no limit. As most of you guys know from the past, I really hate this map. Daisetsan Basin has been played by me 4 to 5 times. I know how it works, so I can win in it pretty easily because I've played it so many times in tournaments, but this is my least favorite map. But I'm going to be featuring a little bit of a different army build than I used last time because I was experimenting a bit. Because the way Daisetsan Basin works, which I'll tell you guys in a minute, is you really need to use your flanks to make that to your advantage and then cut your opponent off because it slopes down on the sides. Okay, alright, so let's put this in slow motion. Actually, no, I won't need to. Alright, so my army build today, I've brought 2 units of Tosa Riflemen. These guys are like skirmisher units, guys. They have 150 range, 65 reload skill, 45 accuracy. These guys really are good on the flanks and really good at enticing enemy units to charge. I have brought, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Black Bear Infantry. These guys are the best bear infantry units in relation to firing skills. They've got 45 reload skill and 50 accuracy. They are the best unit of the bear infantry with shooting. And then I've also brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of spear levy. 5 units of spear levy to hold off any units that might be coming at me. My general, I've brought no cav in this battle. Alright, so my opponent here has brought he's brought 1 unit of red bear infantry. These guys are called, these guys don't have a name, but they are veterans. He's got a unit of fist. These guys are the white tiger force, kind of a throwaway unit almost. He's got another unit of red bear infantry. And then a unit of Infantry Day Marine, so with 70 reload skill and 85 accuracy. I know these guys are really going to kill me if I don't take them out. And then he's also got 1 unit of Red Bear Infantry over here. And then on his flanks, he's got a unit of Yarikai and on his left flank. And I believe that's all the cav he has currently. And then in his back, he's got a unit of Kyoto Police. Kyoto Police are basically a better version of Yarikachi. These guys have 16 melee defense and 4 armor. These guys are pretty strong. He's got another unit of Kyoto Police over here. He's got a unit of Katanakachi and a unit of Katanakachi Vet 3 right here. Very good. This guy's a very strong balanced build between melee and shooting. But the reason I brought my build is because the way Daisetsan Basin works, guys, is because you can see this place I've set up right here. I'm not going to move a muscle from this area because how it works is that if an enemy cav charge wants to get to me, he has to come either over this hill where he can be caught by by muskets, or he has to go all the way around, which just takes a long time, and I can see him easily running up the hill, and it gives me a good kind of nook to defend. You can see right here I'm making kind of a concave formation. I've got my Black Bear Infantry moving out, making some flanking forces. I've got my spear levy. The main reason I brought the spear levy was to hold off melee infantry that would charge me, and to make a defensive line while my matchlocks and while my gunpowder units poured fire on these guys. Alright, so right now my Tosa Riflemen, you can see here these guys are almost in range. Let's take a look at these first volley. The Tosa Riflemen are very strong, and because they're skirmish units, they're one of the few units of riflemen that can actually go into loose formation. That's why they're so effective. Alright, so we're going to get 1 shot off here. Let's take a look. So you can see in 1 volley I've taken out 14 of the enemy units, and they cannot even fire at me yet. And then right after that volley I'm going to fall back. So we dropped 14 in that unit, and then we've also dropped 9 in this Red Bear Infantry unit. Alright, and now that's going to entice the enemy to come in straight into range of my Red Bear Infantry. My Black Bear Infantry. Now over here, I'm going to push this Black Bear Infantry back on the flank, while my Tosa Riflemen, I have my Tosa Riflemen hold the front. You can see here that they're going to launch some more shots off at the enemy. Just try to kill a few before they get in. Which they are. They're going to kill a good amount and drop these guys while they're running. So, and then here we go. I'm going to push the Tosa Rifleman on the flanks, and this is where my mistakes could have happened. So he's going to focus fire his units. Let's take a look at this. So 1 volley, these guys are down to 45, and these units of Tosa Riflemen are going to get massacred. Those guys are broken already. Luckily, this unit survived the blow, and they only got knocked down to 70. And over here, the main battle has begun. All down the lines, my Black Bear Infantry are opening fire. This Infantry Day Marine is very, very strong, guys. So what I did is I actually had my 2 Black Bear Infantry units right here focus fire that Infantry Day Marine because I want this thing to be dead. So you can see here these 2 Black Bear Infantry units are doing a huge amount of damage on these Infantry Day Marine. Drop to 80 right there. Excuse me for that blood in the screen. And these guys are just getting massacred. They've also launched a suppression fire on me. But down the line, this battle is going in my favor so far. Right here, I'm going to charge into Spear Levy in here to kind of mix up this Infantry Day Marine a bit. But they are suppression fire. What suppression fire does, guys, it's a special ability that every musket unit can get, and it increases the unit's reload skill. Like you can see here, these Infantry Marine now had 90 reload skill for a minute there, but it lowers their accuracy a tremendous amount. But what it also does is it lets them lower the morale of an enemy unit because they're being hit so much. So over here, my spear militia are not going to do very well there, my spear levy. But over here, the center has been routed. You can see I'm using this unit now. I've turned it, and we're going to start opening fire on these white tiger force. The white tigers are not going to last under the fire of these black infantry and this Tosa rifleman. These guys are going to get broken pretty dang quickly. Let's take a look at these guys just get massacred here. These guys are just going to get clobbered. Now over here you can see I've focus fired with this unit as well of black infantry, and we are now focus firing with 3 units on these tigers, and these guys are going to get knocked out. You can see their units aren't even being able to fire because they're reshifting so much. And there we go, that white infantry is down, the enemy's left flank is completely shattered. On my right flank, the enemy managed to charge in a Yari Kai. Soldier Boy is going to take out my right side infantry force and force me to get entangled there. I'm going to immediately rush over some spear levy. Right there you can see they're getting in. Those guys will definitely take out the Yari Kai. And now that this Yarikai unit has been routed, the enemy's going to charge his Katana Kachi straight forward, and I'm going to start launching some volleys on these Kyoto police units, because though they only have 4 armor, so I can really do some heavy damage to them. But I'm going to be forced to fall back, and here we go. Here goes my spear levy in. Let's see if I get any good hits. Looks like they got a few good hits. And my Toast Rifleman can continue to pour the fire in on these guys, while my spear levy hold back 3 units. So right now this is not looking too good for me. You can see that I've got I still have 2 units of spear levy, but this rank 3 Katana Kachi is just such a stronger force than my spear levy here. My spear levy only have 4 melee attack and 5 morale and 9 melee defense. They are not going to stand well against these guys. So I'm going to line my troops back up, and over here my black infantry are going to start firing in on these units and try to get some decent shots off. You can see down the line here, he also wants another suppression fire on me. I have taken out the enemy's infantry and marines, so now all I have to worry about is the 2 red bears and just a unit of Katana Kachi, which is actually on the verge of wavering. So let's see if I can actually rout this Katana Kachi. You can see, there we go, the flag is going to start wavering. I'm launching fire from my left side flank, and now here goes my right side to start shooting at these guys. We might have that. Now over on my left, my unit of red bears have been caught. These guys are not going to last this fight very long. You can see here they're doing a pretty decent job there. I just saw a head roll there, actually. Oh, yep, there's a head. And while they're holding the line, my Toasted Riflemen are going to start launching some fire in on these guys. I probably could have put them in tight formation by now because they're not really receiving much fire. So they could have more men shoot, but that's okay. Over on my right flank, I managed to beat down the enemy Katana Kachi, so now my right flank is free to focus fire on the matchlocks. And also, my 2 units of Spear Levy have managed to come back from routing, so I can use them to beat back the melee force over here. So one good thing in Fall of the Samurai, guys, is that most of the time in Shogun, once you commit, you can't pull out of it. And this, I really like it because a good tactic is actually, you can see here, I'm going to reposition and fall back so I can straighten out my line. You usually don't do that in Shogun, in the original one, but I like how you can do that in this one. So over here, I'm going to leave this unit of Black Infantry here to take the shot from this unit of Kyoto Police, while my Tosa Riflemen go right behind them. You can see here, my guys are going to get a really decent amount of damage on these Kyoto Police, and they're actually going to beat them down, I believe. Let's take a look at Let's take a look at some of these fights. There we go. I saw someone go down right there. Over on my right flank, I've got a unit of Tosa Riflemen and Black Infantry firing on these guys' flanks. The Tosa Riflemen are focus firing the enemy's general bodyguard, and he is going to be left here far too long. You can see he's wavering. These guys are flying off their horses. The enemy's general's bodyguard is definitely going to get taken out. This is what I really want to kill right now. And you can see there we go, with that one man dying. The general's bodyguard has been routed, so he now does not have a rally, and his men are going to be very low in morale. So you can see immediately with that break, his unit of Kyoto Police and Katana Kachi are going to break, and that frees up the remaining units, the remaining troops of mine, to focus fire on these 2 units over here. So let's take a look at these last 2 stalwart defenders of Soldier Boy firing in. I'm going to push a Spear Levy in just to kind of keep them back and keep them tied up, and my Spear Levy is actually going to get in there, but they're not going to last very long. You can see that the Spear Levy is actually doing... Yeah, they're getting massacred. They're going to launch another firing shot on them, and they're going to get shattered. But no worries, here comes another Spear Levy. So I'm just going to launch a wave tactic in. That unit is going to have to pull back to avoid my Spear Levy. I've still got another unit of them moving in. And now because of that, I've got my Tosa Riflemen and my Black Infantry units firing over my Tosa Riflemen, and we're going to get some decent shots on these guys. We're focus firing these Red Bear Infantry units, and we're just taking these guys out. You can see these guys are just getting dropped, and there goes that Red Bear Infantry unit. They now have 1 unit of Red Bear Infantry left, and these 2 units of melee units have actually stopped wavering, but I started focus firing them with my Tosa Riflemen and managed to push them back. And now right here, this is the last unit that is remaining, and they have broken. So that was actually a very good fight, I'd have to say. The enemy really did take a good, he definitely did well with his melee troops. If only he had been able to kill my units quicker, but no worries. Hope you guys enjoyed this Shogun 2 multiplayer commentary, and I'll see you guys again later. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.